All right, everyone. Hello, welcome to another Kuro Hitsuki stream. Super live edition today. We like to do this. Thursdays we start a little bit earlier, and by a little bit I mean like a couple hours. But it gives us an entire different time schedule to meet with friends that we don't normally get to play with later. So, speaking of those friends, we have some wonderful guests today. We have the Steel City crew here as well as TronisBad. Um,
Hello.
yeah. So what we do over here, we're just gonna go around the little pod circle that we have here. We're just gonna ask everyone to give us their names, pronouns, a bit of like deck info, more or less like the Rule Zero conversation. Are there any like notable combos and all that stuff? But also like just the general theme of the deck. What do you got going on? So then like when your deck starts popping off, we could be like, wait, yes, it's doing the thing. All right. And then, last but certainly not least, something non-Magic the Gathering nor any universes beyond related about yourself so that we can learn a little bit more about the people behind the cards. So, we will start with our first guest, Steel City Steph.
All right, everybody, I'm Steph. I go by Steel City Steph most places on the internet. My pronouns are she, her. Tonight I am playing Golgari Eldrazi Sacrifice, piloted by Mazarek. Turns out there are spawns and scions that like to sacrifice themselves, and Mazarek likes when things say sacrifice. And Annihilator also is a sacrifice thing. So as it turns out, Mazarek really likes spaghetti monsters, and so yeah, the intention is to just play a bunch of little dudes that make other little dudes, sacrifice them, and make all of my little dudes really big dudes, and then try to swing with them. And there's a few Titans in there too, and Titans are pretty good. So, yeah, so that's kind of what we're working with. I do have, as far as like a thing that I should probably mention, there is a Grave Pact in here, but like I don't really search for it. It's not like a win con. It's just like a late game gas to help get me over the edge kind of thing. So you're not gonna have to worry about like not having your creatures on the board for the whole game or something like that. Anyway, so that's what we're doing here with Mazarek. Something non-magic related about myself. I guess so. I love board games, and board games are like a big part of how Brad and I spend our time. And so yeah, I think my favorite board game right now is Spirit Island. It's a great game. It's a cooperative game about being you each choose an island spirit, and your job is to try to oust the colonizers. And I think it's a great game because there's a lot of games that kind of have the opposite.
Yeah, literally the opposite.
But yeah, no, it's a great game. Mechanically, it's great, and yeah, I think it's great flavor and all that. So yeah, and I just donated a ton of board games to my game store in the area, who has like a game library that they let people come in and use for free. And so like that's been kind of my like offloading place to help me justify buying more board games. So I'm Stephanie, and I have a problem, and that problem is board games.
Well, welcome, Stephanie. Thank you for basically joining all of us for having the same problem. Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much for sharing about that game. That does sound like a pretty unique experience now that I kind of think about it and every other video game I play.
All right.
Strange. All right, then over to TronisBad.
Hello. First and foremost, thank you for having me. I know it's very rare and far and in between that I jump onto the commander pods as of lately because I just haven't really had much time. But this is prime time for me because it's before me going into work, so it's great. So thank you. My name is Ryan Nicholas, aka TronisBad. I go by he/him pronouns. My Rule Zero conversation about my beautiful Asterion deck sleeved in wonderful Fey Valentine Cowboy Bebop sleeves. It is a drain and gain deck where there's a lot of loss of life by my opponents, and I gain a lot of life. So it's just like I feel like when everyone is like starting to play the Commander format, I remember like way back in the day, like the first time I had ever experienced Commander, a good entry point for me was like gaining life, losing life, and it kind of just like this is one of my decks that I like having consistently and just like having access to. Some cards in it. There are maybe like one or two the table loses this much life, and then it triggers like there's Sanguine Bond Exsanguinate in it, and it's like not always my go-to. I think there's only like one tutor in the deck. I don't really like find the stuff. There's like stuff like Phyrexian Arena and draw card spells.
Yeah.
I actually before this sent you my list saying, okay, I just finally updated it. Well, there's 11 different cards from when I sent it to you to now, and they're all Bloomburrow cards. So I'm like really excited to play with them.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Yep. And so yeah, the theme of the deck is Drain and Gain, and something non-magic related about myself. I outside of Magic am very sports enthusiastic. Very excited for football coming up. Last week I played pickup baseball. I've been playing baseball for like 18 years. So I just I like sports. So I'm very excited for football. So I'm gonna be pretty incorrigible about talking about football coming up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, like, there's a lot of overlap, obviously, between like Magic, sports, and just anything else people can enjoy. So, being able to kind of speak into that is always a good thing.
Yes.
In my opinion. Yeah. Awesome. And I like the kind of reference to just like decks that are kind of cozy to get into, and I highly agree that like black white Pain and Drain is like perfectly there. Bloomburrow definitely features a lot of it. All right, and then over to our last guest, Steel City Brad.
Hi, everybody. I am Brad, also known as Steel City Brad on the internet. I use he, him pronouns. Today, I guess, I am playing my Bant Merfolk deck led by Derevi, who is not a Merfolk, but Merfolk do like being evasive and do like dealing combat damage. So Derevi,
and tappy things.
Yes, and so Derevi is happy to synergize with that. Plus, it gets me all the lovely little all the lovely Merfolk colors. So yeah, this deck is about kind of going wide, not like super wide, but like medium wide, and then making my creatures hard to block, attacking with them, getting extra benefit for doing that. I do have a collection of cards that will provide for you all islands by converting your non-island lands into islands.
Oh no, that's
one way to put it. That's one way to put it. Ah, yes, I'm providing you islands.
There's a blue moon.
Extra water. Yes.
So would you say that Derevi is happy to untappy?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good way to do it. But yeah, and then as far as outside of Magic stuff, so we have two cats who, depending on how angry at us they get, you may or may not hear them screaming from the other side of the door. But we
they're incorrigible. We treat them very well. They just really would like to be with us while we're streaming, but they're very loud, so it's hard to do that.
But we so we have a little, like, our house has like a little deck thing on the back, and the neighbors that live, one of our neighbors used to like leave food out there for like deer and raccoons and stuff to come by, and well, they're moving out now, so we have set up little bird feeders on our back deck with the intent of giving our cats something interesting to watch. But I don't know that we've had any visitors come.
I think they gotta just figure out that it's there. This has been the last couple of days kind of thing.
It's pretty recent, so yeah. But we're hoping that soon we will have squirrels and birds visiting our back deck for our cats to watch.
Oh, okay. Your own little Bloomburrow set. I got you.
Yeah.
Your cats can be the Calamity Beast. Wonderful. Well, awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. Just kind of even more insight just into your lives and kind of what you got going on. Thank you. I mean, that's why I ask these questions, just so we can all appear more human to everyone, including each other. All right, and then I am your host, Kuratsuki. Hello. I'm playing the 10th Doctor and Clara Oswald. I used to be Rose Tyler, but I just never end up casting her. But Clara, I think I'll cast pretty often right after casting the 10th. So, but basically, it's just It still needs to go through a couple upgrades to make it like slightly better, but it's still heavily Doctor Who themed. Just suspend. I think the suspend mechanic is just really cool, unique, and interesting. And the fact that the 10th Doctor kind of got to breathe new life into it is just my favorite thing ever. So, yeah, that's just kind of what we'll be focusing on. I do have how it wins is basically kind of like through the suspend combos that it has in there with like the ones that suspend and then go back on suspend. I need like 2 or 3 of those different ones to like be on there to kind of basically like loop through and everything. But it is the struggle to make that happen. So, but yeah, you'll see it coming from a mile away for sure. But yeah, that's what we're up to. So let's get this party started. This is just like the suspend row. I have 1, 2, and 3. So things will start from 3 and go down typically. All right, let's go over to the game here. We are jamming. All right, let's get this party started by rolling 2 d6s to see who among us will be going first.
4.
I'm gonna roll d6 twice.
Perfect.
10.
I got a 6. Okay. Ryan don't win.
4, 6.
Oh, the roll off.
I think you got 4 and a 2. Oh yeah, there you go.
4 and a 2.
Yeah, 6. Yep.
I got a 3.
Oh, that's right.
Brett
You got a
10.
10,
And a
right?
2.
I got a 6. That's
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I got a 6.
Yeah.
My bad.
Haha.
No. I rolled a 4 and a 2. I also got a 6.
Right, but Brad got a 10. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, this would have
Hello,
been a keepable
Brian.
hand if I had a land. Unfortunate. Would I have gotten there? I would have. I did this to myself.
I would play a land if I had any.
If I had one, yeah. Pretty much.
I am going to keep.
Okay. Yeah, I know some changes I want to make in this deck. Just kind of like take out some of the like too cutesy Doctor Who things and just add like a couple of the better cards. And I think I want to put the new Gandalf in here. The one that like suspends when you cast instants on someone else's turn.
Apparently, Brad is veggie wagon today.
Oh, that's. Oh, okay. Sorry, I changed everything but that. That's. I mean, honestly,
I love that.
No, Veggie looks the same.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. No changes. Yes, I will fix that post haste. But other than that, I am ready to go. The hand is awful, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh no.
Alrighty.
I'm ready to rumble too.
All right.
So let's,
Well-
Yep.
let's shake and bake.
I will
Alright.
draw. That's a magic card I have now. Let's play this Flooded Strand, and I am going to get. Yeah, I may as well just get Sparta's Headquarters.
I've invited this tryhard over here playing fetches.
I know.
I
This
know.
one
And getting
shot down.
Tri-lands right after? Okay. Alright.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
My
Broken.
Can you
turn.
imagine?
Starion Tav's wife.
Get him.
That's so funny.
I'm just gonna play an Exotic Orchard. And that's it. So it's a simple Exotic Orchard.
All right,
And I'll
sounds good.
pass, yeah.
I will draw. I will play a Fabled Passage and crack it for a forest that'll come in tapped, and I will pass.
I will draw. I will play a Godless Shrine tapped. And then I'm done.
All right.
The-
One tap. Draw.
The willpower to not just change it to Veggie City Brad was immeasurable.
Not to add to my.
No.
Here's a tropical island.
It's crazy. Is this CDH?
That's
We have one of our
crazy.
collections. He demanded to have it because he needed to have it. He was like, "Listen, this whole deck is about giving people islands. I need to have the fancy
Exactly.
island step."
I need
But in case there was any doubt that this was a CEDH deck,
Chat, hi,
CEDH,
hello,
Rig-
everyone. Crip
Sir
Rat,
Sig River Guy.
Unskilled
Rig
Commander,
Super Guy.
Big Guy
Super
Lair,
Guy.
Southern Sorceries. Good to see all of you.
I will
Hopefully that you
pass the
are
turn.
you're having a wonderful night. And Big Fluffy, it's good to see you, my friend.
Don't know what that does.
All
Let's find
right.
out.
Oh, Sig River
a
Guy, that's
weird merfolk.
crazy.
2/2 Island Walk. I can pay 2 mana to give a merfolk I control protection from the color of my choice until end of turn.
That's
So it's a mother of
wild.
runes.
It's the original. I'm gonna just play a scroll rack and then pass. It's the original like Merfolk Commander basically, and I think it did like a lot of harm to Merfolk's like initial kind of appearance in Commander of being any fun, because like at a certain point, it's not fun that your commander just says, "Oh, just like no, like I'll just." Like 2 mana. Oh, no removal. Oh, it's unblockable.
Later's turn 2
Oh, it's
scroll
like
rack.
whatever.
Oh my god.
Sure did.
What's wrong with
I've
that?
got a turn 2 Nest Invader that will make
Your comments don't matter. Yes, this is spell table. Yep.
And I will pass.
I just have a nice little overlay on it.
All right.
Yes, this is spell table.
I am at the
Pressure,
big
but
kid
everyone else is-
stable.
Everyone else has played a 2 mana.
I,
2 mana
you
spell.
know,
All right, that
No
draws
pressure.
spawn's kind of dope.
Everyone has played a 2 mana spell. You're right. So should I follow suit?
absolutely.
I mean, you can't break. the
All
law.
right. I'm gonna
Let's go.
tap a plains for a soul ring.
Wait a minute. That's a weird.
Wait a minute.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Never late, always on time.
Whoa.
And then what I'm going to do, I guess. I guess I'll pay 3 and I'll play Black Market Connections.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the beginning of
Love
my
it.
pre-combat main phase, I'm going to lose a life and make a treasure token.
Yeah, comes man. Do you play on spell
We
table?
did not come here to mess around today.
Clearly
And
not.
And
Okay.
I'm done. And
Skirt,
I'm
hello.
done.
How
Love
you
to
doing,
see
bud?
it.
Where's my treasures? I have so many.
Draw.
Ah, nice little Bloomborough treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 39. I had to. I could not
Brad,
be
I think it's your
upstaged
turn.
by the table.
Not to be outdone. I believe it's your turn, Brad.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get that treasure from Black Market Connections?
I did.
That triggers on your pre-combat
On
main
the up,
phase.
yeah.
On my pre-combat main phase. Oh, at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, so I
Yeah.
don't have a treasure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't see. I can't read commander
You
cards,
also
right?
have 40 life.
And I have 40
Well,
life.
I wouldn't. do that.
No, that part can change. Yeah, no, you can keep the 39.
I have.
That's
I
fine.
have
Okay, okay,
okay.
It's-
Okay.
all right. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to combat, and here's a 2/2 for you, Ryan.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
You
see?
did not have blockers.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
And
Fine.
I'll
then
teach you not to make a creature at your pre-combat main phase.
Fine. I see how it is.
I will play this Deep Root Water.
Deep Root Waters.
Cast a Merfolk. I get a Merfolk.
Crow, I feel like 90% of these cards, you're just going to be like, yes, I know. You don't
Yeah.
even need to read the card. I just know
Yeah.
what it is. Keep going.
I've downloaded the entire moveset. I know them all.
That's so funny.
All right, we're going to play an Arcane Signato and a Mountain, and then we're going to... Yikers, it seems bad. Let's... I don't care. That's fine. I'm just going to suspend this for 5. It's a bad
Suspend
card.
Revolt.
No. It's much lamer than Revolt, but I will suspend this Atraxi Warden for 5, and then I'll pass.
What is that?
It's
I will
not really
untap.
great. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target tapped creature.
Okay.
I will be. It is one of the cards to leave because it's a Doctor Who card.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a play a Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, and then I will pay 3. Actually, I'm going to pay 4. And then we're going to cast Tempt with Discovery.
Mm.
Mm.
That's
Now, It's
tempting.
an early game tempt. It's an early game
yeah.
tempt for... Yeah. So, Ryan, are you tempted?
Yeah, I'm tempted.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Brad, are you tempted?
I'm side-eyeing
It's
you
just
so
it's
hard.
just a land, right?
Yeah.
Any
you want.
land.
Any
Okay.
land.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no way this backfires, but I'll be tempted.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what about you?
Join in the party, buddy.
Fine. You know,
Yeah, you can
literally,
just
if
blame it
we're
on them.
fine.
It's
Yeah,
not
no,
even
I
your
will
decision
blame it.
now.
I will literally
Just
blame it
blame it
on
on
all
them.
of you.
Do it.
Yep,
It's fine.
fine.
Nothing can go
Fine.
wrong. I'm just
Literally
gonna go
nothing
for
will go
4
right
lands. It's
from
gonna be fine.
this. I'm so
Yeah.
angry. I'm side-eyeing all of you so
Kuro's
hard
over
right
here
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
seething.
get a ghost
I'm
quarter.
seething.
Well, I got that one. I have so many options, y'all.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We want the
It's so
Eldrazi deck
fun.
to accelerate by 4 mana on turn 3, by the way. Just so that everyone realizes
It's
how good
fun.
this is
It's fun.
It's
Everything's
not. It's
fine,
the
nothing
worst.
is wrong.
for us. Joe Johnson came out with a short the other day of just like, yeah, everyone just go gets a wasteland.
I grabbed a ghost quarter.
Did you?
You
Nice.
should've
We
just
love
said
that.
I didn't do that. I got
And
Uh,
I'd be less
Nixos.
angry.
Yeah, I've got that. I'm just gonna get 4 lands, and they're for my 4 best lands. So
Dodgeball. Nothing
I've
can
got
go wrong. Oh my
Idugan.
god, that went totally wrong. Yeah.
I've got Eldrazi Temple. I've got Cabal Coffers.
So true,
and
Dodgeball. It's so
Urborg.
true. Jonathan,
Oh yeah,
Hockey,
I'm
this looks like
definitely
so much fun.
firing
It
off
is.
the
Commander's
ghost
fun.
quarter immediately on
Commander's
your
absolutely
Ilugan.
fun.
Yeah, so I have priority, so you're
I understand. Whenever you do something, that is gone.
Uh-huh.
In response to breathing, I will activate this and destroy your land. I'm gonna get the Transalore Clock Tower because at least that's kind of cool.
Colorless Eldrazi spells. I don't have any of those in my hand, so that's actually gonna just.
That is pretty cool.
Whatever.
I love to hear that.
So yeah, I will pay.
Gideon! Damn, Gideon, 14 months. That's amazing. Hi, mods and staff. It's just the staff. It's just
I'm
me.
gonna pay 2,
I appreciate
and
you,
will
bud. Actually, no,
pass,
Chloe's probably here watching over me. My mod, Chloe.
um,
Transalore is very cool. It is really
you know what,
cool.
no, I'm gonna
I
pay
love
2,
it, and I got it in
activate
like
Cabal Coffers.
Surge Foil and
1,
everything.
2,
I
3,
actually
4,
really
5,
love this
6,
card.
7
This is
mana,
cute.
You have an
And
Urborg?
then yeah, I do. So I have Urborg and I have Cabal Coffers.
Gotcha.
Thank you, everyone on
So
TikTok for
7
the lives.
mana,
I have decks, but
will
never
use
did.
2
The...
of that
Oh,
to cast Blade of Self.
you have decks, but never
priority.
did this like online.
blow
Oh,
up
Jonathan
your
Lackey,
Ilugan.
100%. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could not
dude.
recommend. I
I
cannot
understand
recommend
how good
Spell
that
Table
card is in
more.
Legacy.
It is
Oh,
like
yeah,
one.
it's
It's
really
owned by
freaking
Wizards
good.
of the Coast, so like it's a basically like a
So,
first-party app,
but
right?
yeah, so I have 5
It's
mana floating.
and it's
I
the
will
number
use,
one way to play
4
physical
of
paper
that
magic online with
to
people.
equip
It's
the
I
Nest
could
Invader
not
with
recommend
Blade
it
of
higher.
Selves.
Could not
And
recommend
then
it higher.
I will use the remaining 1 black.
Spelltable.com. It's
cast
free.
Phyrexian
You literally just log in with like a free Wizards
Good one.
account and
I
you're
will
good to go.
then go to combat. And I would like to attack you, Ryan, with this
Yep.
here 2/2 Nest Invader. When Nest Invader attacks, a 2/2 Nest Invader enters the battlefield and attacks each of my opponents. When those Nest Invaders enter, Eldrazi spawns happen. So,
Wait.
Kuro and Brad, there's also a 2/2
How
coming
does
at
that
you.
happen? Oh, Blade of Selves. Okay, sure.
Yeah, we got myriad action going on.
I knew that there was
an
an Eldrazi that did literally that.
I'm
Right
just
by itself, okay.
gonna go out and say I may have made a mistake.
Really now? May you have. Perchance may
I've
have.
taken my 2.
I've taken my
so
2
2
as
came
well.
at all of you, and then I have 2 Eldrazi spawns. And then I think I'm just going to pass my turn.
All right. Beginning of our pre-combat main phase.
All you need is a
I
laptop
lose
or if you
life
just phone. You
and
can use your
take
phone
turn.
actually. There is literal
Remember,
there is
everybody has
literal
phones
cell
now.
phone
You're
support
Yay.
Very
for
nice.
spell table. So
I feel like
literally,
Ryan's
like
the
when
only
you
one that even
start
kind
the
of
whole
cares
thing
about
and
that.
you're
I like
like it's asking like
swamps.
for you to connect your camera.
Okay. let's
If
see.
you want to use your phone, you
Let's
click that button.
do-
It gives you a link
I agree
basically
with you,
that you
One
just kind of
second.
like
Nest
show
Invader
on your
has had a lot of
phone.
good days, but this is definitely
Connects
one of
to
the
your
best.
phone, uses that as a webcam. So you're good. See, I knew it'd go wrong. Listen, Dodge, I know. I know. Attempt with Discovery is a vibe check card.
Okay. Let's see. What am I doing?
And it checked my
I
vibes
am going
completely
to
out of the
1,
game
2,
as soon as
3, 4,
people say yes to
5.
that thing. I swear,
Let's
bro.
go with.
I swear. Christmas, good to see you. Aw, look at those emotes.
4.
Hell yeah, bud. I love those so much, Christmas. Thank you. This is the best
I'm
thing that
going
somebody's ever had in his
to
life. Oh, for
pay-
sure. Clip that. Literally the best ever.
2, and I'm gonna play Blind Obedience.
Oh.
So is that to build Cruel Claw when your LGS says Bloomburrow singles? Ooh, Cruel Claw is going to be stupid
and
strong.
then
I'm
I'm
just gonna
going
build it like
to
Eldrazi type.
play.
TronisBad. That is his name. That is his online name.
I don't know if I want to do
TronisBad.
that. I think I do want to do that.
Although I do find it interesting that TronisBad helped.
I'm gonna play
get Tron, but
this
you know,
new Bloomburrow card with no offering.
Ooh.
Darkstar Augur. It is a 3-mana 2/3 with flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of my library and put that card into my hand. I lose life equal to its mana value. So it's basically just dark goblin.
In the article that I wrote, which by the way, go to EDHREC and check out my brand new article that I wrote. I went over Bloomburrow mechanics and I talked about offering specifically, and I figured out how like the formatting on their articles worked. So I said, and we can't forget about Bat Bob and Bobbin as for the Darkstar Augur and the Offspring card.
That's so fun.
And that was basically the peak of my writing
Peak of your
capabilities, and I felt
career.
it was pretty good. Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. We'll untap. Draw.
Yes, be sure to check out my my article on EDHREC. I literally got to write a Magic article today. It's on Discord, but maybe just kind of share it here in the actual
and we will
thingy.
sacrifice
you know.
it. I'm gonna get a meticulous archive. There it is. Bam! I'll surveil 1 after I shuffle.
Yeah, everyone go if you can
See if
go
there's
go
anything
check that out because
cool
I'm actually super proud about it.
on top of my library. What do we got? Oh yeah, that stays right there.
All right.
How
do we get out of this? I'm gonna scroll rack. I
for
literally drew a
3,
hand of like all
I will
lands,
play Thada Adele,
and I should
Fielder of Soul Rings.
Yes,
Let's
she's
do
very
that.
tappy.
Tapped.
Yeah,
Also,
very
I will
tappy.
get a 1/1 with Hexproof.
I don't know how we're
Because
gonna
I
get
got
out of
Merfolk
this
spell.
with
Imagine casting
Steph
Merfolk
having
spells.
mana accelerated that
Let's go
hard.
to combat. Hey, Steph, those are O1s, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, here's a 2/2.
I mean, I'll take
Ooh.
2. You don't scare me.
get unblockable from it. Colorless.
It's true.
I gotta get my kicks in while I can. I'll pass.
Mhm.
I'm just not quite scared of a fish person sneezing on me quite yet, but I'll probably be scared.
Ruh-roh.
So true, bestie. All right, I'm going to scroll rack and put 4 to the top, and then 4 in my hand. Wow, this was not great either. All right, and boop, boop. I will put a Frostboil Snarl into play, revealing a Surge Foil Doctor Who Mountain, so it comes into play double
Nice.
untapped.
That's crazy.
And then I'm going to play the Doctor himself. Yes, and actually this has a thing on it. Cool. I'm gonna play the Doctor himself. The 10th one. The 10th.
The 10th.
Actually, is that? Dude? Actually, no. I'll play Clara. I think. Yeah. I'll just play Clara.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the words I got? Yeah. Yeah. That is going to be my turn.
Great. I will untap and draw.
Yeah, cause
Clara staff.
why put my command? Why put
She is
the
tapped, it's true.
why put the 10th Doctor out
No. Do I?
early? Especially because I
alright.
accelerated by 1 mana.
I'll
So why put him
begin
out where he could get hit? Or instead I can
by
play out the setup piece now, play the Doctor next turn, and still get the
activating-
double trigger.
Actually, pay 3 because I am a smart magic player who does smart things sometimes.
It's very true. Very true.
Right? Sometimes, not all the time. We're not
Well, I mean, close enough.
over promising and under delivering here, right? So I'm gonna cast Cultivate. I'm gonna go find
The name of the channel.
See, it didn't even matter that we were tempted. She was going to get those lands anyway.
That's
No.
not what Cultivate says. That's okay.
No.
That
No.
sure isn't what Cultivate says. I'm gonna get this forest in my hand. I didn't play a land for turn though, so I'm gonna play it.
How do I get out of this? This is an eternal mood. It really is.
Shuffle here.
An eternal mood
I'll
and
shuffle back
an
here in a minute.
eternal
and
vibe.
then I'm going to activate Cabal Coffers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I will use. So I have 8 black mana. I'm going to use that. No, this feels bad. Yeah, I will use this and 4 of it, going down to 4 black mana to cast Mazarek.
Mazarek.
It says whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, I put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control.
Whew. But then I got my fetch lands out of the way.
It's true. It's true.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna then go ahead and use one of this while it's still floating. I'm gonna cast a Vampiric Tutor. I don't know what I'm getting. I'll find something. But then I'm gonna lose 2 life and put it on top of my library. But then I'm gonna go to combat, and I would like to swing this here 2/2 at Brad, and then a 2/2 comes in tapped and attacking Kuro and Ryan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 more spawns, but they're
How many are you attacking me for?
It's just 2.
Just 2?
It's 2.
2 2s or 1 1s?
It's a 2/2. 1 2/2.
I will block the 2 2 with a 2 3.
Sounds great. It dies. It's one of the myriad copies, so it just kind of
Oh, alright.
ceases
Yeah.
to exist.
That's fair.
Then, yeah, I think after that I'm done. But I'm gonna go search for that thing that I paid the mana for, and then I will, pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Trigger my Darkstar Augur. I'm going to reveal the top card of my library and put it into my hand. I lose life equal to its mana value. That is a Path of Ancestry. Draw for turn.
Ancestry.
And beginning my pre-combat main phase, I will make a treasure again and lose 1. I will play Path of Ancestry. Let's see. 1, 2.
What am I gonna play here? I'm gonna play my doctor. And hope for the best. That's about it. I have a turn. I have a play for next turn and this upcoming.
So
turn.
how are you getting all the spawns from the Blade of Selves, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting them from the Nest Invader, which is the Blade of Selves is what's making the Nest Invader happen. But yeah.
Gotcha. 1,
favorite ramp spell
2,
in the deck.
3, 4, 5.
It's not to tempt with.
No, the Blade of Selves.
That makes sense.
All right. We are going to play. And all of these are swamps now, right?
Mhm.
Everything is swamps.
Got it. I'm gonna play a Zulaport Cutthroat.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And then I will. I'll pass the turn after that.
No swings with a 2/3 flyer or anything like that. Just kind of.
No, I'm chilling back. I'm not really. Not really an attacky kind of deck.
Kern's like, no, I like my blockers, thanks, Kern.
Mm-hmm.
I like being able to eat that nest invader that's coming at me every turn.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see you. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that I had a Crypt Ghast right now with your Urborg.
That would
I
be-
wish I had a crypt.
Yeah,
cat.
right.
No.
I was gonna...
We
Whoa.
share that. We share that desire.
so sames.
I will. Let's activate Nykthos for 4.
Oh god, I'm playing Pioneer.
4 red. Then I will add a green and a white, and I will spend one of my things for Derevi.
Tapped.
Tapped.
Yes.
You know how it is.
Untap Nykthos.
Mm.
That's pretty good.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
We do like untapping Nykthos. Then,
I blame Tron for this. Ronnie Meh.
actually,
I like the name. Ronnie Meh, thank you very much for coming on by. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Kurotsuki channel.
Untap this. No, that doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll untap Nykthos. Why not?
Okay. Still got 3 floating.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's.
Mm-hmm.
The math,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, isn't ideal. That's fine. I will use my green and some floating for a Forerunner of the Heralds, which will trigger Deep Root Waters. So when Forerunner of the Heralds enters, I search my library for a Merfolk card, reveal it, put it on top. And also, whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under my control, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So let's get a cool Merfolk, shall we?
Yeah. The coolest Merfolk.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all have much more knowledge about the Commander format and card history than I do. So I have a question.
You know. Mhm.
You know how white creatures have effects like whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain a life.
Mhm.
Are there any creatures that say when a creature enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, they lose a life?
Priest of
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Suture Priest is what you're looking
Suture
for.
Priest, yes, Suture Priest, yes.
Oh, from Phyrexia.
And it
I
also
forgot
gains you
about
life
that.
whenever you play a creature. So it does.
Oh, I need one of
Yes.
those.
The
You sure
literal
do.
pain and drain. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I forgot about
What turn
that.
is it? Oh, that's a wonderful question.
Nice.
Actually. Suture Priest, yes, thank you
Orders a
very much.
Suture
Yep.
Priest right now.
Yeah, it's like a card whose art
Mana wise.
it's a card that like deserves to be reprinted just because like it's good, but like the art is objectively perfect, and it just doesn't need it, right? Like it's just a perfect card. Like
That
Get a
card
maybe
is-
Sensor.
oh my god, I forgot that the Merfolk are good now. And Bloodseeker, that's right,
Hey.
the original Bloodseeker from the original Zendikar is whenever an opponent enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, they lose a life, I believe.
okay.
Black creature.
Yeah.
He asked about white creature.
Black or white
true.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
I
is a
figured there was an
foil
Orzhov
Suture
thing.
Priest $20?
Because
Sorry.
commander players.
Taps the sign because the art is perfect. Can you look at it again, please?
All right. Well,
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to combat.
There was a
so-
land acceleration by 1.
See, I
so yeah, 1, 2,
feel like I
3,
should take that
4. I'd say
personally.
5. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Because someone tempted with discovery.
I don't think I
and
want
everyone
Thada
said
to
yes
hit
to
me,
it.
though.
Oh, I definitely want Thada to hit you, please.
No, I know what's in my deck. It ain't just a soul ring.
Please. Please.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna block Thada, but I'll let Sig through.
All right.
So I'll block
You-
him and sack it for mana so that I put a 1/1 counter on all my things.
I do want to start. There
Thanks,
was a
Mazrak.
time where I did kind of keep a little tracker in the corner of like what
Alright,
turn
well,
it
I'm now
was.
the owner of
It
a
got a little
Frozen
hard to
Foods.
keep track, but it's gonna be
Love that
something
for
that
you.
hopefully I can kind of return to
So I got you
very soon. Actually, by like the end of the
one.
week when I
Which one
update my stream
first?
a
I can
lot.
tap or untap a thing.
I need to move my
think-
stream deck from over there to over here, so then I can have like better control. Also, because I'm left-handed.
Let's untap Forerunner of the Heralds,
So I need the
one
control over
does.
here.
as one does, and then I will pass the turn.
Pass the turn. Pass the turn.
What was the other card?
Um,
Bloodseeker?
Mm-hmm.
That's a black card, right?
Bloodseeker, indeed. Yes, I believe so.
Ah,
How often
it's
do you
just-
run
it
into
just
like?
so
How often do you
happens
run into like that
that I
one
run a white black
turn like that
deck.
kills everyone?
Got
Ronnie?
it.
Interesting. Strange. Thoughts? All right. Untap, upkeep. All right. So this is on the number 3. Upkeep draw. Gonna play this mountain. We're going to play the 10th Doctor, and then we're going to.
I said, nuh-uh.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I'm gonna play Rose Tyler, as well.
Oh, the game's all
And
here.
yeah, the gang is truly all here. And then I'm going to swing. They're tapped, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna swing a 2/6 booty over at. I want to say Steph.
I deserve it. I know what I did.
Yeah. You tempted us.
Yeah.
I know what I
So just 2? Yeah.
Yep, it's just for 2. 10th Doctor trigger. One. That's gonna be a coward killer. Wow. Okay, there goes like all my lands for the game. Cool. All right, these are just exiled
Don't
forever,
need
by the way.
those.
And then there's 1, 2, 3 cards with time counters on them. So Rose will get +3/+3. Never mind. That's only when she attacks. That's crazy. Yeah. So it's just a 2/6. And that will be it for me.
I will untap my very sleepy spaghettis.
The very eepies.
Correct. Very eepy spaghettis.
The
Okay.
eepy spaghettis.
And then I wonder what card I'm going to draw. Gasp. Okay.
Egad.
I am going to start by going to combat.
So my commander,
Crow, I
Ronnie
noticed
Matt,
you did not leave up
is-
any blockers. So I would
Oh,
like to
absolutely
attack
not.
you- I would like to attack you with the main 3/3 guy here. And when he attacks, a 2/2 is tapped and attacking Brad, and a 2/2 is tapped and attacking Ryan. When they enter, I make some tapped spaghetti.
I
take
am
them.
going to go. To block
So
that 2/2.
Ronnie, my
Sounds
commander
good.
is the
I
10th
will
Doctor
prepare blocks.
Okay, so
and
you'll take 2
Clara
damage.
Oswald.
You'll take 2 damage.
Those are my 2 commanders.
I'm going
Steel
to
City
have this
Staff. Oh,
represent
yes. And we can see
that
the 10th
spaghetti
Doctor
monster
here.
because he's still on the battlefield until the
So
end of the
10th Doctor. So I'm doing
Yeah.
suspend shenanigans,
Okay, so second main phase,
and then Clara Oswald to double the
will-
triggers.
pay 2
Steel City Staff is on Mazarek.
to activate Cabal
Full Death
Coffers.
Priest. So whenever an opponent,
I really
whenever a
wanna
player
block
sacrifices
right
another
now.
permanent, put a +1/+1
1, 2,
on there
3,
and
4,
all our
5,
creatures.
6, 7,
And it's
8
Eldrazi
mana.
Typle. TronisBad is playing
I feel like
Asterion
you're not enjoying what I'm
from
doing.
Baldur's Gate.
I'm starting to get that vibe. I don't know.
Why would you even say that? Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
So
And then
8, I will subtract 4.
Brad is
from
playing
that,
Derevi.
So we'll go to 4. I'm sorry, I will subtract 3 from that. So we'll go to 5. And we'll pay 1.
You say Eldrazi? Yes. I mean, you're about to
Cast
see. I'm pretty
Cosmos
sure she's about to.
Predator.
Yeah, there you go.
Cosmos
Cosmos
Predator,
Predator.
and
Yeah,
it's
she's
cast because I remember
doing a lot of
it.
Eldrazi stuff
And
because it's
then,
all about
it
sacrifice
enters
with Mazarek.
2 Eldrazi spawn.
That's a lot of spaghetti.
It sure is.
Really though, I truly do love this deck because y'all understand who I am, and I love my Eldrazi.
I was like, you know what? If there's a time when that's why I asked Kuro who we were playing against before I chose. I was
Oh
like, you know
man,
what? We gotta do spaghetti. We just gotta do it.
spaghetti!
Also, I remembered you having this deck, so I played against it in
Yep.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
And so I was like, okay, so I want to do something that does something not like that. And so I was like, yeah, this works.
There you go.
Anyway,
Somebody
so 5
touches
mana
Tron Spaghetti.
plus 6, 7. At sorcery speed, because I'm a magic playing champion, Kindred Summons. I'm going to choose
Yikes.
Eldrazi.
Oh my god, that's awful. It's
What does that card
terrible.
You should read this one. Kindred Summons.
Yeah.
Choose a
It says,
creature
choose a creature
type,
type. I reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal X creatures of the chosen type, where X is the number of creatures I control of that type.
Huh.
And I put
Mm-hmm.
them on the battlefield.
I'm gonna test this in Legacy. I'm gonna test that in Legacy. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
Oh, concerns for sure.
No.
Oh, well, listen, absolutely. But
Have
responses, none.
concerns, but none of them are actionable.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaghettis. So we're gonna reveal until we reveal 10 spaghetti monsters. Brood Monitor.
How does the little
Eyeless
GUI
Watcher.
thing work with the card? What do you mean?
Ulamog the Infinite Gyre.
And that's what you're talking about? You mean like
Monster.
like this over here,
Zion
like the
Summoner.
where it says Kindred Summons?
That's 5.
So that's me. That's me, just like as a streamer controlling things.
Sowing
But
Myco Spawn.
Spell Table, the website, has a feature where like if you
Chittering
click on the card,
Dispatcher.
it tries
7.
to read the card and it
Decimator
pops
of
it up in the little card
Provinces.
finder on the side.
That's
Where
8.
and then I just put that card finder on the screen. But like
Juladoc Void Gorger.
No.
That is 9.
Yeah.
And Conduit of
Mhm,
Ruin. That's 10.
just a little bit of,
Well,
trying to make sure people on the stream can
Legacy.
see what's being played. Or at least what we're talking about, right? Thank goodness
yeah,
they come and play
yeah.
tapped.
They sure do. But I have a lot of ETB things. So give me a second here.
Eldrazi's in
Ulamog does this
ETBs.
fun
No.
cast. Oh yeah, I know it's true. Some of them do have them. So
Which is
we're just
honestly
gonna put
ridiculous.
these kind of in a
Mhm.
pile over here. This has a cast trigger, so it just comes in. This has a cast trigger, so I'm sorry. This says colors spells I cast from my hand. Mana value 7 or greater has Cascade. This is a cast trigger.
Yeah, highly recommend spelltable.com,
this is a
Ronnie.
leave
It's
the
literally
battlefield trigger.
Wizards bot
This is a cast trigger.
website that where people play Commander like this all the time.
Enters the battlefield, enters the battlefield, enters the battlefield.
It looks a little,
All right, so,
less nice than
I
my
will
setup,
be
but
making-
we out here.
3 Scions plus 2 Scions plus 1 is 6 plus another 1 is 7. So I will be making 7 Scions, and the Scions are 1/1.
Gross.
I just want to reveal the exile all creatures thing real quick. that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty good turn.
I believe it was
will-
too.
I don't like it.
I will. I've already attacked.
Yes.
So I will just.
That one little nest invader.
You done?
Here.
The temporary nest invader.
First, you need
the
some
ephemeral
friends to
nest
stream with.
invaders.
Well, I mean,
You're passing
spelltable.com itself
Yeah,
is like
go
an
ahead.
open
All
place
right.
for you to go and find a
Upkeep
game.
trigger.
So it's
I'm
really,
gonna
it's
reveal
not.
top card of my library.
And
gonna reveal a
Ronnie, just
Valley
saying,
Rotcaller,
if you
which
want to
is a
join my
Bloomburrow card.
Discord,
I'm gonna
I
lose
myself am going to actually be changing my Discord up this weekend to try to add a lot more features
I'm
for
gonna draw
people
for
to be able
turn.
to play and find games in my own Discord. But like my Discord
beginning
and
of my
many other
Become a
content
Main
creators'
phase,
Discords are
I'm gonna lose another 2, so I
rife
can draw
with,
another card.
people looking for games.
We're digging.
What are the spaghetti cards that you're talking about? The Eldrazi. The Eldrazi are
Um,
just like giant
hmm.
Cthulhu spaghetti monsters.
Let's
Um,
see.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
Like Brood
I
Monitor,
would
Spaghetti
like
Monster,
to
Ulamog
play.
is a
I'm gonna
giant
tap the
spaghetti
Soul Ring
monster. Yeah.
for
It's
Talisman
just
of Hierarchy.
the creature type.
Okay.
A very notable and named creature type. Like,
Well,
yeah. Jenny just run out. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Yeah. No, this weekend I'll be implementing a lot of features where people can do like a looking for a group sort of thing. And yeah, just be able to kind of get into this whole thing.
I'm gonna tap to play. One,
Oh,
two,
this is
three,
rough.
5, 6.
This is rough.
Lunar Convocation, and I'm also going to
Ooh, brand new Bloomborough card.
brand new Bloomborough card. Say that.
Did
too
you use a
many
treasure
times.
to pay for that, Ryan?
No, I did not.
No,
It's just white, black. I'm going to extort. I'm gonna gain a life, and everyone's gonna lose a life.
Hmm.
Then
What? Who's your commander? I like the arts. Who's your commander, Ronnie? Oh, sorry. My bad. Keep going.
No, you're good. You're good.
I misclicked
That's
my mute button.
there.
They're gonna gain 3 life. Yes, correct. Yeah, you got
And
3 life
I'm
off
going
of that.
to. I'm just going to move to my end step, and at the beginning of my end step,
That's
if I
already
gain a life this turn,
temporary.
each opponent loses a life.
Hydras, nice.
So everyone loses
Sulfite
another one. And at the beginning of my end step, if I gain life and lost life this turn, I create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. Which I
Make sure
really
the
like
extort
that
gains
for
you
that
3
deck.
life. Yeah, I like.
and the extort games.
Yeah, in general, I really love the bats in Bloomborough by like a lot. I think focusing on gaining and losing life is different than like your regular Orzhov.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually make
And
you want to like pay life.
I'm definitely done.
All right.
All right, Brad, what do you got?
Untap.
You're gonna wash the Eldrazi down the river, eh?
I was
Hopefully
unsuccessful.
They're not
with,
very good swimmers.
I was
Hmm,
unsuccessful with drawing a ghostly prison and
Interesting.
or removal.
I'm gonna draw my
Interesting.
misdancer.
Interesting.
All right, Steph, your flying situation is just Mazrak.
It is Mazarek.
Cool.
Notably, I have many things to sacrifice.
Let's activate Nykthos for 5,
Mhm.
which will allow me to cast my Mistdancer, which now represents 2. I have had 2 merfolk enter the battlefield, so Forerunner of the Heralds will get a pair of 1/1 counters. Boop. And then I would like to go to combat.
Huh. On the Merfolk are plus 1/0
Um,
and flying. Yeah, no biggie. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Now, Crow, I don't want you to take this personally. I just want to attack with Revi. So
Interesting.
this is for you, but the
Okay.
rest are for Steph.
Okay. I mean, I do like
3,
that. Yeah.
6, 12, 16 total merfolk damage in the air.
16 in the air, huh? Okay,
Yes.
well, I will begin by sacrificing this Eldrazi spawn. How big is Thada? A 3/3?
Thada is a 3/2.
A 3/2. Great. So I will sacrifice that Eldrazi spawn. I will put a +1/+1 counter on all of these things that are tapped. So we'll just do that for them for right now.
Yeah.
And then one more counter on everything else. And then, Brad, I would like to block Thada with Mazarek.
That
Okay.
it's not a personal thing.
And
It's
then
something,
everything else
something
can
I
hit me.
totally know as a Review player for sure.
How
For
much am I
sure.
taking?
Always
Full
having to.
damage,
Oh
I'm
my
going
gosh!
to
I
hit
just
you
have
and
to
give
attack
protection from black until
someone.
the end of the turn.
What else would I do?
Aw.
And then the rest would be.
Wait, no, I can still. So you would have to do that, but so you just want her to survive.
Right.
You don't necessarily want her to deal damage. You just want her to survive.
Yes.
Understood. That's fine. You do you.
So the rest is 3 + 6 is 9 + 4 is 13.
I'll take 13. I'll go to 19.
Yeah. Why didn't you just give Thada protection before
Because
blockers?
then the goal with the protection was to not have a merfolk die. So like if I give Thada protection before blockers, then Steph can block Sig, and then Sig dies.
Yeah, he can only do it
Like,
one time.
My preference
Right.
was to keep merfolk alive.
I see.
So I have dealt combat damage with 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. So I will.
Hi, River.
Let's untap
Mm-hmm.
1, 2,
Hi, Dajos. Good to see you. Hello.
4,
Pot full of friend-shaped humans. They are rather friend-shaped. Yeah, that's true.
5,
That's true.
6.
This board state, on the other hand, is not friend-shaped. It's quite the opposite of friend-shaped, actually. It's kind of the worst, actually.
Then I would like to go to my second main phase.
Mm-hmm.
wherein I will
Sacrifice so many things.
You know, Bant isn't really known for that.
Thought I'd try.
Yeah.
I will cast a Merfolk Mistbinder.
Okay, another lord.
Will provide for me yet another Merfolk token. So this guy will get 2 more counters. And I think that's all I am doing this turn. I will pass.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. How do I get out of this sticky wicket? If at all. Suspends down to 2. Boo.
Tell you that Tempted Discovery
Draw.
was pretty critical.
Yeah.
I may or may not now understand.
Okay. Well, as long as you understand.
I'm not worried about it. Kuro's going to solve the problem right here and now.
I do tend to
Listen
be
to that
the
confidence.
problem-solving type, so yeah,
believe in
that
you.
is
yeah.
that is reasonable to believe in me. That believes in you. All right, so I'm going to swing 1 Rose Tyler at Steel City staff.
And she is how big?
She is currently a 2, but we shall see. The first Doctor will be a suspend number 1, and then Lost Auramancers on suspend number 2. Okay. We did not get there. But she is currently a 7/7.
7, you say. All right.
A 7, you
I
say.
will.
2 shreds, you say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice these 3 Eldrazi spawns.
Mm-hmm.
5. So we're going to put 5 more counters on all of these things down here. And 5 more counters on all of these things up here. And then I'm going to block with a... I'm sorry. They had 2 counter... Yeah, so I'm going to block with a 7/8.
Sure. Oh, sure. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's all good. Sorry, she's an 8/8. My bad, because this has a time counter on it.
Okay,
for
I'll sack
vanishing.
1 more and block with an 8/9.
Okay, perfect. Yep, totally fine. Yep. Okay.
Wow, super expendable over here, huh?
Yeah. Okay. So with that happening and not going the way anyone wanted it, but especially me specifically, okay. Well, basically, what I want to do is at least timey-wimey once. If nothing else is gonna happen this game, I'm gonna have at least Tymeed and Wymeed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one of these times. So I'm gonna activate my 10th Doctor's Commander Time Travel 3 times. Activate only as a sorcery. So boop boop boop. 1, 2, 3. These get cast, and then this gets cast. Mazarek is a shame, because this would have been really funny. I will what can we do here? Nothing. I'm gonna deal 3 damage to an Eldrazi, and then 3 more damage to every other Eldrazi in the field. With Killer. Auramancers comes into play with 3 vanishing counters on it. It's kind of whatever. And then Atraxi Warden will come into play in exile. I don't know, just like the worst creature over there. The worst tapped creature is exile.
Yeah, I have. Well, I've got a couple that are really good. Ulamog is here.
Right, and that's probably
the
it.
Infinite Gyre is here. I've also got Juladoc, which gives me gas, and I only have
awful.
1 card in my hand, so that's a thing.
That is so true. Alright.
Conduit's also good because it lets me
get 2 cards.
Sorry. It gets things 2 less. So anyway, if you want to get rid of the Annihilator for Ulamog, if you want to get rid of my gas, it's probably Juladoc.
As Juladoc, yeah. Juladoc the riser choice.
Exiles?
Yes, exile. Tapped creature. And these cards are going to play tapped thanks to our boy, So that's good.
Thank you for
And then
nothing.
The first Doctor sits here and exists, and I'll just shuffle my deck because I can.
Yep.
And that will be it. Thank you, friends, for your actions
untap.
this day.
Will represent the counters on these with that for right now. We've just got some heckin' chonkers over here.
Some chonkin' heckers.
Look at all that spaghetti.
Look at my spaghetti.
Yeah. Okay, so these all have 8 counters on them. I'm going to just use dice for that because I don't have any more big dice. Use these spin downs. If you have questions about how many counters are on things, I only have so many infinite tokens.
Yeah.
Right. I will draw for turn. Right. What do we got here? So we've got a woodland
Sorry about that.
cemetery.
Sorry. What's the name? What's the most characters you've had in play
And
at once in this
I
deck?
will
Sorry, you're
try
talking to me.
not.
Tron is multitasking playing MTGA. Wow. Yeah, I bet.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I bet, Ron.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Named
12,
characters
13,
in this
14,
deck? I mean, I've had
16,
4 Doctors out. I've had the first,
16
10th,
colorless creatures, which we love.
9th, and 11th out. And Clara and Rose. Like I've had all of my and the War Doctor. So I've had all of my legendary doctors out in this deck at one time.
And 2.
And that was cool, but
into the Cabal coffers.
we
will get 1,
here we
2,
are.
3, 4, 5, 6.
The end of the decks go infinite?
Mana.
Yeah, my deck goes infinite.
I will use that
Tron's deck
9
can
to
go
cast
infinite.
Warlock's Crusher, which is
But that's about it.
it has an
But yeah,
island or two
I
with
go
it.
infinite in this one. That's actually typically how this deck does
And
win.
then
There's a specific set of
I
cards
think
that
I'm just gonna
when I
go to
cast them
combat
off
here.
to suspend, they go back into suspend.
The question
And
is, who
one of
gets
them
the
allows me to get
Annihilator?
7 mana
Who would it hurt the most?
to my hand. Or like it gets me 7 mana
Everyone?
to my pool
I think,
every
well,
time
I mean,
I do
hurts
it.
everyone,
So
but
it's like my goal is just to do that like as many times as possible.
okay.
Like I want to get to that card that gives me 7 mana. So then
So
it
yeah, I have a
timey-wimey, it
Ulamog,
casts off with suspend, gives me
which
7
is an
mana.
18/18
It goes back to
Ulamog with
suspend, and
Annihilator
then I can
4.
spend 7 mana again to kind of just keep that
and
going.
These 3 little noodle babies
And then there's cards in my deck
which
that just say like
are
every time I
8/9.
cast a spell off of exile,
coming at you,
cast it
Kuro.
again. Or sorry, you deal 2 damage and
And
stuff.
then I think I'm gonna split seize the rest of these kind of down
7
the
mana
middle
card isn't it a
at,
sorcery?
Ryan
It
and
is a
Brad.
sorcery.
So,
It is. I don't need it to be instant speed.
Ryan, I have 4
Or just do it
8/8s
during main
in the form
phase,
of Eldrazi
too.
Scions,
Or 1 or 2, whatever.
a
It's,
conduit,
Um,
a ruin, which is a 13/13, and a decimator, which has trample, and a chittering dispatcher
Him?
coming
No.
at you. And then Brad, the rest
It's,
of these are going to come at you. So
what
I'm
am I
going to give you
trying to
total
decide?
powers.
I'll probably just look
They
it up
all
since it looks
have
like we're
trample.
dying right now.
Just the decimator does.
Just the
Decimator only gives trample whenever he is cast. So they don't all have trample right now. So what we've got is
I forgot the
Kuro
red
has
spell
an
that doesn't.
18/18.
I know which card you're talking about though.
All of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are gonna
Rousing
get 4
Refrain.
bigger
Thank you.
'cause
Yes,
Kuro
Rousing
has to
Refrain.
annihilate
Exactly.
4
Correct. Yep.
permanents, So I guess maybe let's do that first. So
Who
Kuro
does?
annihilate 4 things. You have to annihilate 4
Oh,
things.
that's fine. Scroll Rack, the First Doctor, the Stupid Warden, and the TARDIS, I guess? Do I care about this? No?
12,
No.
12,
Kinda just whatever.
12, 12, and then these just go to...
I don't think I played a land last turn.
So, final counts then for what's coming at people. So, Kuro, you have a 22/22 Ulamog, and then you have 3 12/13 Eldrazi spawns coming at you.
Oh, okay. I'll just die.
I think so. I think this might get
Yeah.
everybody, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
I'm I'm dead.
I think you're pretty dead.
Yeah.
And if you
Hey,
block
Alton
into me,
Eagle, how you
you
doing?
sacrifice these Eldrazi Scions over here. And then Brad, you just have an unbelievable number of things that are +12/+12 over here.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna try to capitalize on
one
your
of
success
the-
with the Teferi's protection.
Sounds great. You do the thing.
one of the ways to get
Yeah.
there. So
So
Arc
you've got a
Blade
turn to kill me, buddy.
deals 2 damage to any target, and then it goes back on
So I
suspend. So like if I'm
theoretically
able to
have,
keep
like,
on getting like
2
you know
Eldrazi
infinite
spawns that
mana
entered the battlefield
from
here. So I'm
suspend,
just gonna have
then
those
I get to just kind of keep
floating
on dealing
around
2
over
damage
here,
to
but
people.
then,
I do have cards like
yeah, I guess you
Zerta,
figured your way out of that turn, so go ahead. Yeah.
and
All right.
other
One
stuff
tap.
in here. Yeah, Rousing Refrain. Rousing Refrain, I get a red mana
And
I
for
do
each
have an
card in
untapped
target
Tomb of the
opponent's
Spirit Dragon
hand
over
until
here
end of
for
turn.
full
So
disclosure,
it's like
gains me a bunch of life for.
I do have like Training Ground and Zerta
colorless
just to
creatures
make the activated ability costs less,
see what
so it
we
can
can
go
do.
like from 7 to 5 or
Nick
lower.
for 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
GG's.
5,
That was.
6,
I mean, listen,
7.
it was the attempt with Discovery that people said
Cast
yes to that through that
Kindred
game.
Discovery
Is what I'm saying.
leaves me
You doing
with
well? Glad to hear,
2.
Alter. Not the card you're thinking that? Yeah. Rousing Refrain is the card that keeps on going back on suspend
Then-
every
I do have an untapped 8/8
every
monster
time,
that
right?
cannot attack this turn.
So the goal is
Yeah,
like
I'll
add
like
7
it.
mana, it goes back here. If there's anything else that's suspended, especially like an Arc Blade, right? So the goal is this. Spend
You don't have
7,
flyers
blah
in-
blah
oh, you don't
blah,
have any
gain
flyers.
7,
No,
deal
I
2
said I
damage, goes
swung
back
out,
here,
so
spend 7,
Yeah.
and just repeat. After stream, if you want to check, I
then
set my deck list
I
on
will
Moxfield, slightly modified. Oh, perfect, thank you.
For a
Thank you.
summon the school,
At the beginning of the month, like the first
which will
week
get
of
me
every,
2 1/1s
like the first full week of every month, we
that
do
adjust- or
a
they're
like it's
Merfolk
community
Wizards, wow.
week, so
How
I do
exciting.
deck reviews
And
um,
also, I have cast
for
spells, so
the
that
community
will
and everything.
hexproof.
So
Oh,
hopefully I
you're
can get to it
untouched.
then
Aha!
as well.
You're in trouble now. I had 3 Merfolk inner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which means I will draw 3 cards.
Mhm.
Yay!
So it's the first
2,
week of every month.
3.
I know, like technically we're on like the the day 1 and 2. The first
you're
full
working
week.
with
So
38.
next week, Monday, is community week. I basically don't play. I don't schedule any game streams. It's just all community stuff. So
What
deck reviews.
is-
Maybe I'll do like a variety game that's like not specifically
Okay.
Commander
I'm gonna
and
cast
other
Silver
such stuff.
Tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Puts it on top though.
Puts it on top.
But definitely
Yeah,
Monday.
the-
Monday will be the
separately.
first. Will be deck reviews for sure.
And this is the part of the show where I.
I love Commander too. Commander's my favorite format. I
What are
have
you looking
50.
for?
I have 50 decks.
I actually think you might
50
have taken
heckin'
it out.
decks.
Which would be a big feel bad.
I recall
For
you
this
taking it out, and I think
exact-
It is a lot of mana. In all
I
fairness,
think I yelled at you about it.
it's a crap ton of
I
mana.
was like,
though.
"It's a board wipe, Brad."
Yeah,
for like
I-
10.
Well,
I
guess
feel
still-
really
I still
vindicated about
get a
that
creature,
conversation
I
we had
guess.
whenever you took it out of the deck.
But I will be
on.
What is he doing?
I hope not.
What are you doing right now, Kindred? What are you looking for? Or how are you looking for something?
So he's looking for He has a Sylvan Tutor, and he's
Oh, gotcha.
searching for a creature to put on top of his library, which is helpful because he has a Kindred Discovery out. And so
Mhm,
whenever he
mhm.
attacks, he's just going to draw some cards. So
Gotcha.
I'm just hoping it's not enough to get to 38. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know.
I know Merfolk just have so many lords, and yeah.
The Ninth Doctor, the War Doctor.
I really should have just played a little bit more conservative instead of just swinging with everything fast and loose. But it's all right.
Dolly and
I'm not known for my
Sure.
patience.
Magic players in a nutshell, honestly.
That's true. That's true. If you think you got it, just everything sideways don't even count.
Math is for blockers, as I say.
True.
So yeah, my cards
Okay.
that deal damage every time I
Let's go to
cast something
combat.
off of
Yeah.
suspend.
Do you have 38?
There's no reason to not attack with
is
everything.
kind of
Let's see how
important
much
there.
I have. So.
But these are these cards here. I
Four
I want to take
plus
out.
7 is 11. Plus 3 is 14. 16.
Like, I want to
17,
take out
18, 19,
these
20,
cards
1,
because they're
2,
just like not
3,
useful.
3, 4,
So,
5, 5. Then
I want to take out mainly
1,
these two
4,
for sure.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, and where's that
9.
crappy card that I hate?
to-
25
Traxi
plus
War
9
Rune.
is 34.
and
So
then
I
this
want to
is
take
also
these
gonna
cards out. Like a
Are
Atraxi
they all
Warden.
flying?
Yeah.
Like it's Doctor Who
This has
themed,
flying
but
and
like
it says
it's
other
just a
merfolk people
6/6
plus one
flyer
flying.
that exiles
And then
something
directly
tapped when it
it's
enters. Like that's it. So it's just not good. It's just not that great. Banish Commander. I never
got
end up
it.
having like a lot of suspend on him where it makes it worth it.
I feel
So I want to get rid of
dumb
him.
about
That's
Uh,
But
wild.
yes, you got it. You got it.
Dirtivore.
Ah.
Dang, that's
I don't think I have.
wild.
I don't think I have a way out here. No.
No Eldrazi Fog. That's crazy.
No spaghetti fogs. No, you got it, buddy.
And Dirtivore, I basically keep
Insane.
not wanting to
Protection.
play because I don't
Just-
want to actually
just
destroy
fish.
people's lands.
So say like it's not like
So it
you
just
made
ends
a
up as a
strategic
dead card in my
hero,
hand the whole
just added
time.
Fairy's protection.
It got fishy.
Get fishy with
Good
it.
job, everybody. That was a good game.
GG's, yeah, no, that was
GG.
powerful.
I
I
understand
s-
the power behind Temple Discovery.
Yep, my fist shakes at all of you, each and every one of you.
I mean, the lesson I've taken away is that it worked out for me, and I will always be tempted from now until forever.
No, that's
Because
the
of this
wrong
one
lesson to
time,
take away.
It went okay.
And an Eldrazi deck
Did
in
you even
particular has
need that
discovered
land?
nuts.
I mean, it was
Did you
Nick though.
even need that
It
land?
produced not as much mana as Steph got from the tempt, but it still produced a lot of mana.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even have that many black things, like black reliant cards in here. There's stuff. There's a couple.
My friends
but, like,
most of the time
because
when they start
black,
getting
green
real OP
Eldrazi
on
was like a thing.
on turn
And,
like 6/7, they say they just say
Whatever that was, Battle for
I
Zendikar.
scoop because they don't feel like doing
but,
math.
yeah.
I mean, that's their prerogative, I
It's kind
guess.
of
That's my friend had a
Walk
fun
offers
illegal
and
deck,
Urborg.
but it was Turbo Fog deck with like 10 monster manuals,
That's good.
5 soul
That's
rings,
good
and it's
mana.
still 300. What the fuck, Ronnie? Yeah, that is magic in a nutshell, and you know what? I'm glad to be able to play that with friends.
Agreed.
And just seeing a different version of Mazarek, I'm used to just like Mazarek, just like in like the cruelest sort of like everyone sacrifice cards deck sort of thing. So I am strictly happy to see it just in any different form. That's not just Dictative Erebos on turn 0. Yeah.
I took Dictative Erebos out pretty recently, and I felt like that was a moral victory.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, I get this is Dictate and Death Pact, right? What was it?
Grave Pact, yeah.
Grave Pact, yeah.
I'm
Like
not totally reformed. Grave Pact is still in here because I have a borderless shiny version that just I like looking at. So
and that I think it's a card that can go in these sort of decks. It's all about it's one of those cards that it says more about you when you play them versus like just having it for sure. Yeah.
For sure,
It's like if it's turn 5 and you just drop it down and like it's clearly looking like we're about to have like a long game and you're just like, I'll just dash all of our hopes and I'll just play this on turn 5. So now it's just like, oh, great. Like I guess I just won't waste my time playing any creatures or basically playing the whole game. Cool. But if you're about to win the game, right? Or if you're just like, okay, well, Steph has 20 Eldrazi and all of us only have 3 creatures. Well, Steph can play that, sacrifice those 3, and literally kill us all this turn. That's perfectly fine. That's just magic at that point.
Yeah, usually it's more of a finisher than anything for me usually than like a gas thing. Because I have enough value just from the spawns and the scions, like sacrificing those. Like my creatures get big enough that way, so I don't need a ton more.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree with that. I think that's gonna be the only game of the day because I know Tron has to go do
The work.
Work. Cringe, gross.
Responsible adult things. Ugh.
I know, very, very weird. Kind of grody if you ask me, but I guess just how it is. But I do just want to thank you all for being able to get in this game with me. Gives me time to actually upgrade this deck because I definitely need to take some cards out for sure.
I appreciate the invites.
Yeah,
Thanks
absolutely.
for having us. It was a blast.
Yeah, no, as long as the schedules align, I definitely want to have y'all again. So I'll send the invites out for next month in about a week.
Hell
or so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
But yeah, so let's just do our little bit of a roundup here. So we'll just go around in the pod circle, start with Steph again. Just say like who you are, where people can find you. If you have any appearances or projects that you're finishing up that you'd like people to be on the lookout for, please do tell us. And then if you could give us what was your favorite moment in the game, whether it was like a play or a joke or something, just what was your top moment of the game? And we'll start with Steph.
Sure. Yeah. So hi everybody. I'm Steph. I go by Steel City Steph most places on the internet. I went ahead and dropped Brad's and my links over there in the chat. So in case you want to take a look at the deck lists that either of us played tonight. We have a shared Moxfield account in there, so feel free to check that out if you'd like. I think this one's called Spaghetti Night and Brad's is called Island Vacation. So yeah, feel free to check those out if you'd like. I think as far as like where we're going to be next, so I don't really do a ton on the internet on my own. Neither does Brad. We don't really create content on our own, but we do a lot of this where we play Magic with friends of ours who are very kind to us and allow us to play games on their channel. So Kuro, thank you for inviting us. We appreciate you. But I posted our stream guesting schedule on my Twitter yesterday. So feel free to check that out if you want to know where we're going to be on the internet. But if you want to know where we're going to be in person, Brad and I are both going to be at Commander Sealed, which is, I can say it's next month now, which I'm very excited about. Commander Sealed, I think it's first or second week of September. And then last week of September, Brad and I are going to be at Command Fest Toronto. So if any of y'all are going to be at either of those things in September, feel free to reach out. We'd love to play some games with you. And then after that is Vegas. And so we will be at Vegas as well.
You know, Command Fest Toronto is so close. I should go to that too.
It really is. And
Command Fest Toronto is close.
It's so close. I did the math the other day. So Brad and I are in Pittsburgh, and like it takes us it's a longer drive for us to get to like some parts of DC than it is for us to get to Toronto. And so I reached out to Face to Face and I was like, hey, listen, we're actually much closer than I thought we were. And they were like, yeah, come to our event. I was like, okay, great.
I should do that as well.
You should absolutely do that. It's going to be a great event, and I know they're looking for people.
Oh, so say less.
Reach out. So yeah. Oh, my favorite time in the game was when I heard Ryan say "I'm tempted" because that started this.
It did.
That is absolutely the reason I said yes.
Yep.
As soon as the first person breaks, the rest follow.
Yep. They do. I completely agree, and I hate it so
fault.
much. Yeah.
I mean, I had a great time. I thought it was
yeah. Did you?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all. That's all for me. You want to go ahead, Brian?
All right.
Thank you so much for including me. I love you so much, Kuro. You always reach out to me about if I could play, and I really appreciate it because I know that my schedule is kind of like weird of working overnights, and a lot of people do their streams at night, so it's like not something that's very accessible to me. But the earlier it is, the better. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
I think so. My favorite part of the game. It was definitely all of our little laughs surrounding the attempt with discovery. Because it's like
livid.
I mean, like I understand ramp, but you know, Commander's a different beast.
Maybe his first attempt with discovery. It's okay. Everyone makes the mistake at least once.
It was my second because I cast the card Tempt with Discovery, but it was not as fruitful or fortuitous as that was. I just grabbed basics. Let's see. So other than that, yeah, it's your boy TronisBad on all social medias. I do a lot of mental health related content. I do something called Better Days MTG, where it's a hashtag allowing people to talk about things that are important to them, both within and out of the game of Magic. And what we do to alleviate the stress and pressure of our day-to-day lives and how it affects us within the game. So that is something that I do. And as far as anything else that I have coming up, I am hopeful. I don't know yet, so I'm not going to say yes or no. There is a possibility your boy Tron might make an appearance at Commander Seal. So I don't know.
Yes.
Don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's up in the air. But as far as confirmed dates, I will be at SCGCon DC in October because that's also the regional championship. So I'll be doing a whole bunch of events for that. And then Vegas, end of October. So those are basically what I have going for me. And I would love to be like, hey, you know, I'll reach out to face. I'll probably reach out to face, but at the same time, your boy does not actually have his passport, so I need to get a passport.
Yeah, that's the challenge. I don't know that you'll be able to get one in a month and a half.
I don't think so either, but it'll at least give me the motivation to do so. Because I was talking with May before, and like me not having my passport is actually just like prohibitive of me like getting to cool events. So I'm going to get on that. But yeah, other than that, I'm Ryan, and thank you so much for having me, Kuro.
Of course. Wow, not having a pass. Wow. Imagine not being a border town, about a border city, so you could just use your enhanced license.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, you
Yeah.
don't have to have a passport to go to Canada
don't.
because you live in Buffalo?
Yep, we just literally it's an enhanced license, which is just
That's
like your license, and it just
wild.
says enhanced in the corner.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yep, I've needed.
Oh, wow.
That's like the
You
only
know
thing
what?
I've
You
needed
know
since I
what?
was like 16.
I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit. What?
Yeah.
What is
Of a
terminology?
flex?
There's classist, and then there's
Yeah, northist.
northist.
That's unionist. Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's amazing. I love that for you.
I love it for me too. It's kind of awesome.
Well, you also
I
have
still-
your passport,
really
though, because
I
you
mean,
were just
yeah,
in Amsterdam.
correct. I mean, like, of course, but still, it's like.
Oh wow! I see the shade. The
I,
shade.
I like to switch it up a little bit at the border. It's just like, ooh, like a deck. It's like, oh, which one will I give them today? Oh, I guess it'll be the passport this time. Oh, maybe the
So when they
enhanced
scan
license.
the one, and you tell them when you're coming back, and then they scan the other one, and they're like, "How did you get here?"
I
So
don't
do
do
you-
that.
do you
See, so
ask-
step one, I don't fuck around like that.
So do you ask them? If they scan the one?
Okay, and to the next person, Brad.
All right.
Okay, well, hi everybody. I'm Brad, also known as Steel City Brad. Steph has already talked about what we do on the internet and with Magic, so I won't go through that whole rigmarole again. But I will say I'm going to break from tradition. That my favorite moment in that game was still something that Steph did, but it was that Kindred discovery. No, the Kindred summons,
Uh-huh.
because that card is just bananas.
It's really stinky.
Mhm.
Especially in that deck when you're like, oh yeah, they're just a bunch of 0/1s that flip into an army of titans.
That also make more 0.
Yes, that card is good, and I probably should be playing it in more decks.
This is true. Like
I
Kindred
have
Summons.
it. That's Kindred Summons. Yeah, I have it in my Merfolk lists as well, like for sure, because whether it's just like a couple tapped like token Merfolk or just Merfolk, it just lets you go from, okay, I've exhausted my hand, I've played all the Merfolk. Well, now I will just double that number because
Mm-hmm.
And
You
it
put
is
a bunch
an
of lords in?
instant too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
It is
that's
an
kinda
it's
gross.
insane that it's an instant.
It's
Yeah.
insane. And so I didn't
Yeah.
cast it really. I didn't utilize that on my turn, but it's when you
You
do
need
it,
to.
it is game
Yeah.
endingly awful.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, no, thank you very much for those. Those are also favorite modes. It's usually when I ask this question, it actually does typically come down to, like, the person who won. Most people are just like, yeah, that was my favorite moment. It was either just like the one card that made you win back at the beginning of the game, or the card that made you win at the end of the game. And it's completely fair. But yeah, that's why I asked these questions. So thank you all very much for coming by. I really, really appreciate it. I will definitely make sure I invite you on again so we can have a even longer pod. That's why I try to start opening times on the weekends too, where there's just more maybe like overlap with schedules. So yeah, thank you all so very much. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna drop chat off, but I will leave y'all to do the rest of your days.
Okay. Well, we'll
All right.
see you later. Thanks for hanging out with us, chat.
Absolutely. Big
Thank
hearts
you.
to everyone. Thank you so much.
See you later.
Appreciate you. See you later.
See ya.
See you guys. All right, chat, and then over to me. Back to them. Over to me. Now back to them. All right. GG's everyone. That was a lot of fun. Please do if you could. I did literally today. My article with EDH Rec went live. It's the first time I've written anything Magic the Gathering related. Which is kind of exciting. Like, it's kind of just really hype. I'm just like really excited for that. So if y'all could give that link a little look-see, even it's just me spending 10-15 reading minutes just gushing about Bloomburrow mechanics. Like, I love Bloomburrow. Bloomburrow, I really do believe, is one of the best design sets that they've made in a while. And being able to get some time to literally just, oh my gosh, this is so cool about it for a bit was just awesome. So hopefully y'all will take a look at that. Because I just gushed about it. Big changes coming to the Discord this weekend, so I'll be adding a lot of kind of like looking for group aspects, so people can try to. I mean, yeah, I want my community to be a place where you can get games in, as well as I'm partnering with a company that does like kind of like a life tracker app, but they also track stats throughout the game itself, which is really cool. So I'm going to be partnering up with them and everything, and I'll also be using them on streams as well. But that'll start this month, basically. The first game I do it might be tomorrow, but regardless, thank you all so very much. Really, really appreciate you being here. We're going to head over to... Mana Curves. Mana Curves is who we're going to go raid, because I do not get to raid Mana Curves very often, so we're going to be able to do that now. I'll see y'all tomorrow. GG's, everyone. And Ronnie, you were asking if it works for Canada, if it's only for Canada. Yes, the enhanced license is only for Canada, because they at the Mexican border, they'll look at your passport and be like, or your card, and just be like, that's not your enhanced license is no good here. But all right, chat. Deuces. Have a wonderful night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Oh, and this weekend we're also going to finish up the Bloomborough reviews. The Bloomborough set review. We'll do that this Saturday. All right. All right. Bye.